Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your five-a-side, five topics, five strikes. Let's let it rip. It is Wrexham news after a fantastic weekend. And you can see in the thumbnail there that it says Wrexham kick County in the knots. And they did with a 2-0 win. Clean sheet, baby. That's not to be fair. I'll give Notts County some credit. They're a strong side. They have a really great team. And they're still up there with us tied, and we're tied on points. They're in, I believe, second place, that is. But, they're a very, very, very strong side. But on the day, like I said, you got to be the man to beat the man, and they did not beat the man. And Wrexham came through, and they played fantastic. Elliot Lee was fantastic. I thought Okonkwo was fantastic, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. But, yeah, we're going to do some topics here, and we're going to walk through it. But, again, yeah. What a great win. The team showed up. Ollie Palmer, Mullen, everybody, with Tunnicliffe going out, injured in the warm-up. Tozer stepping in, didn't have his greatest game of all time, but he had a good game, and we got through. Barnett out. We'll talk about that. And we're also going to talk about what's coming up in the FA Cup first round for the upcoming Saturday match. But yeah, let's kick it off here. All right. Yeah, and we're, like I said, we were just talking about Notts County. That was a great win. I really thought the team showed up. I really think Parkinson has the team cooking. It's even with the injuries, even with Mullen just getting back up to speed. I really feel like Evans is really picking up his play. Lee is great on that left side there. McLean, he hasn't had a great full 90, but he shows patches of solid play. More late in the game than early in games, and I'm really liking him adjusting to the team. Very, very positive. The only thing I could say about Parkinson, and it did work out in the end, and I said it on the watch along, which is great. Thank you everyone for joining. Was that Dalby didn't do much for me. Dalby did not do much. I think the partnership with with Mullen he's better with Fletcher, and he's better with Palmer. You got to try things out. Dalby's a good player. He's a great player, but I really feel like Mullen and Palmer fit well. Maybe Palmer was carrying a quick knock or whatever it is, but didn't show when he scored that goal, because that was a fantastic goal. And Fletcher, impact player, I think he's also fantastic. So let's see. What do I know? I'm not a manager. I'm just a local pundit sitting here talking about football that I love. So great game. Again, Notts County, I think they showed up. I think they had good possession. Obviously, the goals didn't come, but they had some shots on goal. And the guy we're going to talk about next in the next strike, he kept us in the game for a long time, and he was my man of the match. And yeah, leading to it, I'm going to talk about Arthur Okonkwo. This guy, 22 years old. He's the real deal. And I know he's on loan, and I have his stats up here. Actually, I'm going to find him out. Arthur Okonkwo is 22 years old, on loan from Arsenal. 6'5", 22. I really, really think we got to keep this kid somehow. Somehow we need to keep him. He came, so obviously in the goalkeeping space that we've had, we started off with Faz, who did retire. He fully admitted that he wasn't feeling like he was contributing enough. He said there was 4 or 5 goals that he probably could have kept out in early in the season. And he's 40 years old. He's had a great career. Manchester United he played for Wrexham, and he admitted that he wasn't doing his best. And for him to step down and do that, you got to give him credit. Then we had Howard come in, and Howard up and down a little bit in this season. He played what? I think he played. I'm trying to see here. A few games. I think what was the last game he played was against Stockport, where we gave up 5. I believe that's the last game. Is that right? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'll have to check that in the chat. But either way, September 30th was his first game, was Okonkwo's first game. 22 years old, coming in. Fantastic signing. He played a full 90 of the last 1, 2, 3. He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 7 games. He's had 1, 2, 3 clean sheets. And he's been impressive. He's been very impressive. He controls his eye, very composed. He's tall. He's not lanky. Guy at 6'5". You see a lot of basketball players that, they don't fill out they're not filling out their bodies. And he's lean. He's not just arms and legs and just gangly and buggy whips all over the place. But he's great. I really like his composure. on the ball. I really like his command of the box. He comes when he wants. He's got a good punch on him. His kicking is not the best. Throws the ball out fine, but this kid kept us in the game against Notts County, who could easily have had 2 or 3 goals over the weekend, and he did a fantastic job. So I'm going to give a special shout out to Okonkwo. Arthur Okonkwo is a beast, and I think we got to try to find a way to keep him. I don't know what kind of contracts he's on. I don't know if he wants to go back to Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal is a big club. Not the biggest in London right now. I'd say Tottenham have them. But I think the Arsenal are playing Tottenham coming up this weekend. I could be wrong about that too. But Arthur Okonkwo, special shout out to him. He is a beast, and he's gonna get better. And if we keep building his confidence, you never know. He can go on and and just maybe win the Golden Gloves this year in League Two. I really like him a lot. Really, really like him a lot. So special shout out to him. And going into the game on the weekend, FA Cup round 1, Mansfield Town versus Wrexham AFC. So this game is coming up on Saturday. It is a 7:45 GMT kickoff, which is 12:45 here. Our time goes back here this Saturday. It has gone back in the UK this past Saturday, so I think we're only 7 hours ahead. That's good for me because I'm usually up at 7 a.m. watching the games. So selfishly, 12:45, maybe we'll crack a beer, watch the game with everybody. Love for everyone to come down. We're definitely going to do a watch along for that. So anyone that wants to join, please come on. Really enjoyed it on Saturday morning. Did one for Manchester United the next day. Not many people showed up, but we did have people in for the Wrexham watch along, and it shows the support that this club has, and it's fantastic. So yeah, Mansfield Town this Saturday, 12:45, 7:45, traveling away to. Let me check this out. I got some notes here. Traveling away to the One Call Stadium, Mansfield Town. So yeah, it's a midday game for us. It's a night game for everybody. So fantastic on that. I believe there is some information on the site for how everyone's going to get there for Mansfield Town game. Looking forward to that. Here's the cool thing about this, and we're going to go deep dive a little bit into Mansfield Town, a little bit of a closer look. So Mansfield Town are in 4th place. They played 15 games with 29 points. They're a good side. They're a really good side. Goal difference is 15. Ours is 5, by the way. So they've won 7, drawn 8, 0 losses. Say that again. 1-7, drawn 8, 0 losses, 15 goal difference, 29 points right behind us. Their form, last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, draw, win. This is a good side. But we have an advantage. Because they're playing tomorrow night in the EFL Cup. It's a home game, but they're playing tomorrow night, and we are not playing in the EFL Cup round of 16 against Port Vale. So, are they going to make changes? Are they going to go with the full side? Let's see what they do. We do have the advantage on them. If they might be tired, we are off tomorrow, which is great. Usually we have a Tuesday, Saturday game, but we are off tomorrow, and I'd like to see. I want to see what they're going to do. Maybe they're going to change. Maybe they're going to make some changes. Boss. So I'm reading a couple things on their. They're eager for their cup tie. Their manager is talking about Ollie Clark. Everyone is itching to play. Great. I hope you all play. I hope you all get tired. So it's very cool to see us having a little bit of time off and getting a little bit of extra rest. They're the Stags. They're in 4th place, and they're a side to be reckoned with. And Nigel Clough is their manager, and his unbeaten record with the Stags, targeting the club a 21st match without a defeat. So 21 matches without a defeat. That's good. So they're not going to be a rollover, but what we have an advantage is that they're playing tomorrow night. So let's look into that. Fantastic little advantage we can get for us to get a little bit of rest. So that's great. All right. Well, that is the Mansfield. Let's go to a little bit of an injury update. There's not much on this going around, and throughout the week we'll do a match day preview throughout the week and some other updates and things like that. But we came out Parkinson said that Eoghan O'Connell and Ryan Barnett are out for 8 weeks, respectively, both of them. So it's a big hit. I really like Barnett on that right side. I really feel going forward, he is fantastic. He creates space, gets balls in the box. So Mendy did a good job over the weekend. I believe Mendy is better as a defensive player rather than going forward. He's a little bit herky-jerky for me. Not a bad player. I like him a lot, but I'd rather have Barnett out there. But Mendy did come in on the weekend, and he did do a good job. I do like the youth player we mentioned over the weekend. I'm going to look him up as we sit here. I don't think he'll get in any of the matches, but he is pretty talented, pretty good. Bryce Hosanna. I like Bryce Hosanna. He covered there in one of the cup games earlier. He's 24 years old. He's quick. He's on a 2-year loan from Leeds. So I don't think he's going to play, but I do like him. But, Mendy is going to have to deputize. Mendy's definitely going to have to deputize while Barnett is out. And the back line, so Tunnicliffe was supposed to start over the weekend. He did not. He got injured in the warm-up. Tozer came in. So let's hope that his injury is not too serious, and we can, kick on from there, and we can get them, and we can get back in the, in the fold and basically the back line. So, Evans has been dropping back. O'Connor's been dropping back there. Tunnicliffe, Mendy, McLean. So let's see what happens. Hopefully Tunnicliffe isn't injured that bad. Tozer will probably be in the lineup. Let's see them all who's going to step up. So, yeah, we got a lot to do. We have a Tuesday off, which is great. Let's see how Mansfield get on. Don't think they'll play their full side, but Wrexham, kick County the Knots. Kick County the Knots on the weekend. What a great win. What a great win. Everyone's got to feel good about that one. So, all right, that is your 5-a-side, 5 topics, 5 strikes, Wrexham news. Here we go. We'll see you this week. Have a great night.